adjust your screens. What's up, kids? It's Pete. It's a Friday night. I didn't come home from work dead tired, so I decided to get some hours in and stream with you and do the grind. And I'm going to bring friends with me too, and it's going to be fun. It's a random Friday. We're just going to have a good time, get some stuff done, talk about some stuff, get some things out there. It's a holiday, so I'm off until Monday. I work Monday. It's the 23rd, so I'm going to work a lot. I'm not a Christmas guy, so I'll be working through those days, and then I'll be back. And I think I'm going to stream on Christmas because I don't really do anything on Christmas. So whatever. And before anybody in chat says anything, I have like 4 of these. Okay. This was the Fat Guy Inc. logo that I've wanted since 10 years ago. It's the 3rd Fat Guy Inc. logo I've designed. It's the 2nd t-shirt I've designed. I wanted to do the Run DMC version for 10 years. We just never got around to it. It's not that I got outvoted or anything like that. It just never happened. It's one of those things. I think he's being a weirdo. My display is being strange. You'll see a cat in that corner somewhere at some point doing some type of cat activities. He's orange, so the activities aren't going to be I don't know what they are going to be. Right now we're at a level 0 orange because he's asleep. Sorry, mega thirsty. Talking to you guys makes me thirsty. I'm sorry, that was mean. No, I just got thirsty. It is what it is. What are you going to do? We're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. We're going to do a lot of things. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be great. But the first thing we're going to talk about, because we always talk about this first until it happens, and we're about a little over a month away from the Indie Art Show. Saturday, February 21st. Saturday, February 1st. The first day in February. It's a Saturday. We'll be at the Great South Bay Brewery. I can't fucking speak. We'll be at the Great South Bay Brewery in Bayshore out here on Long Island from 1 to 8-ish. We'll probably stay, a couple of us will stay a little later because drunk people like to, buy stuff. So that'll be fun. It's going to be a great time. It's free admission. Oh, I got the wrong logo there. I got the wrong one. It didn't say free there. It just says admission. I'm stupid. Anyway, it's going to be a good time. You guys are going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to get the link put together so I can start inviting some friends over because that's going to be fun. We're going to do that in a second. First, we're going to let you know that this stream, I hope to do some commissions. I have 3 on the table that I'd like to get done. And then I have 2 that are too big for here. Then I have a couple sketch covers that need to get done. Let's see if I have those with me. I have this gargoyle sketch cover that I need to get done and send out, but I should be able to do that. At Christmas is going to be a lot of this too. And then this is cool. I'm going to work on this too. We're going to do all of these, but as 4 covers, basically. One big thing. These 4. That's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to do that. And then this is a Batman and Robin that we're doing for a family, which is going to be really cool. We're going to draw them as Batman and Robin. And then for fun, our buddy Gage the Wolf, Godslayers. This is the copy. This is the blank version of episode 2. I want to draw something on this. I did a cover for episode 2, and I'd like to do another. And I've done a sketch cover for episode 2. In fact, our guest later on owns it, so that's cool. And then this is issue 1 of our buddy Sam Quinton's Reign of Ages. I've done, I think, 7 blank sketch covers of Reign of Ages. So I think I want to do one more. And I don't know if he's watching. I don't know if he's going to watch a replay. So I'm going to give up the secret. I'm going to draw one and I'm going to send it to him. So that'll be fun. So we're going to do that. I also have this blank piece of paper is reserved for our buddy W. We're going to draw Yor and Pikachu doing kind of like a tag team fighting thing, kind of like some Tekken stuff. I still have the Paul Phoenix from Tekken, the Jay and Silent Bob, and the Link and Zelda that I have to draw. Plus. And because he may join us a little later, we do have the cover for Warren Brown's issue 2 of Sig and Joe that I want to jump on and get done too. So we got a few things. I'm dropping shit. We got a few things there. Today, the warm-up's going to be different. I'm going to try to finish that Yellowstone drawing that I did of Rip and Beth. And then there's a Skeletor painting that I need to do, which I won't obviously do on stream because I just don't have the setup. I don't want to get paint all over my setup either, you know? So we're going to do that. And there's, oh, shit. Okay, I have the list right here, actually. I forgot. There are 3 that need to get done, but I got to make some phone calls on that. There's Skeletor. We already talked about Gargoyles, Jamal. There's a big one that I'm doing for a D&D group, which I'm going to get on this weekend. I plan to get as many of the drawings done as I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe like 4 or 5 of the drawing ones done. So all I have left is the painting one, and then I have an older one for our buddy David. David's having me. I have a couple really cool ideas for David's commission, and he's got 2. I just have to go to the supply store. I want to surprise him. And again, I don't think he's watching the stream. Anybody who knows David, tell him. I don't care. I've had some stuff on the docket for him for a while, and I want to make it up to him for his patience with me. So I'm going to do his 2 commissions or 3 commissions. I'm going to do his drawings, but instead of doing them on the paper, on the regular size that we're supposed to do them on, I'm going to do them on some illustration boards, some 15 by 20, some big illustration boards. So I think those will be fun. Thirsty. Thirsty. So this is what we'll do. We'll send a link. See who comes fishing. See who comes fishing. And then while we fish, let's flip over. See, I'm over here. I'm gonna go down here in a minute. Hi, I'm over here now. So we're over here now. I mean, you guys can kind of see that already. You don't really need me to do too much. But, oh, that's bright as hell. We're going to do that so you can see what's been going on. Shit, okay. I might need my headphones. I don't know yet. So we showed you guys this on Monday. This is a Dr. Doom and a Galactus that I did, and they're on these guys. I took 2 unlabeled and cut off some bristle, but you can kind of see it better on the Dr. Doom there. So I'm going to do more of these. This is fun. This is a little warm-up we did. Little green-haired anime girl, just for fun. And we had warmed up with some Megatron before. This was the, what was that? This was the, oh, let's get rid of this. No banners, no style banners. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that. So this was the Link in the Zelda that we're going to do. I know it's kind of, oh, there. It's actually really good to see there. My phone's making noises. Cool. This is the Jay and Silent Bob that hopefully we'll be able to finish today. These are really just this in the background. The Paul Phoenix, again, that's just a background, so that'll be no big deal. This I drew on stream. Oh, I'm taking that off. This I drew on stream 2 weeks ago or last week. 2 weeks ago. Penny Parker and Diva. Diva from Overwatch, Penny Parker from Marvel Rivals. Maybe we'll get to that today. I don't know. Nobody owns it, so it's not really on my priority list right now to get done. What is on the priority list, though? We did the blurry thing again, didn't we? Shit. There we go. We have friends. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lunchbox Warren. How are you, sir? I can't hear you. I still can't hear you. I heard something.
Okay, yeah, my headphones were off. Now they're on. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm actually going to do the same thing so we don't have... You got to tell me how my microphone sounds because I'm going to use the Bluetooth. So you got to let me know how that is. Just give me a second. Okay, Bluetooth headphones are connected. How does the microphone sound?
It sounds fine. Actually, it didn't change that much at all.
Okay, perfect, good. Well then, yay. Let me just make sure. La la la. Yeah, that's fine. We'll leave everything the way it is then. Well, I got really blurry. Hold on a second. I'm going to solo screen myself for a second because this got really blurry. I just need to correct that. And then we'll get that going. What's going on with you, sir? How you been?
I've been doing good. How are you doing?
Same old, same old. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I figured I'd
blurry?
do some. Doesn't look too bad.
I think I just have too much light on it. I really think that's all it is. I just have too much light on it.
Yeah, it doesn't look blurry when I get close to the screen.
It could just be my eyes.
Oh.
That's good enough. All right. So I know I had a couple people ask why didn't, because Ring of Honor is in New York City again tonight for Final Battle, their pay-per-view. And Jericho's in the main event with Cardona. And I did not go. I watched it. I did not go. I just financially I couldn't. It wasn't even that expensive. I just,
Yeah.
Between the train and then you're gonna buy shit and blah blah blah. It's like no. Let's be responsible. Oh, let's get you back. Let's get you back on the titty there. There we go. We got you back on the tizzy. So, what's your where are you doing? Like, where are you with what you're doing, and what is what you're doing? What it is what it will be.
Right now, I am. I've got issue 2 is Sig and Joe essentially ready to print. I'm just waiting for
my cover.
No, I need Phil's cover.
Oh,
he's coloring
okay.
my standard A.
Okay,
because I want to get a bunch of those. I want to get 50 of those printed off, just so I can send out to the person who paid for the guest appearance. I want to get a copy to him. So,
okay, dope. Okay, that makes sense.
Then issue 3, I'm almost done with the pages. Like I'll be done with the pages probably by the end of the year, if not just a little bit into January.
Well, that's dope. So
yeah, right now I'm just grayscale and lettering. Well, sorry.
No. What I will do is I will try to move my ass and get it done before the new year.
Okay.
So I can have something to you. The page is so bright. Mine is so dark. What the fuck? I'm terrible. And now I can't see anything. And now
I'm trying to make it work for mine. It's so bright. I wonder if that's my.
Yeah, I wish we could reverse them because I'm like, this is so dark. We're the two wrong people to be trying to adjust. Like, it needs to look better. It needs to do this because we hate everything that we do. We're just going to be sitting here going, no, I like it. No, I hate it. Fuck. And it's like never going to work. It's just never going to work. We're just going to be angry the whole time about everything. But it's all right, kids, because that's art. You're always angry and you hate everything. Welcome to art.
Welcome to art.
If you already got those feelings inside of you, congratulations, you've made it. You've accomplished what you were supposed to be doing in the first place. Congratulations, you're an artist. That's a terrible thing to say. I'm so sorry. I'm so terribly sorry. Don't hate me because anyway. So you're organizing, you're cleaning up your desk area, yeah? Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, I'm gonna get ready to draw some creature commandos.
Okay. You're at least you're staying current. I guess I'm staying current, fixing up this Yellowstone thing, but why can't I get his head right? Oh, so I'm kind of current with the Yellowstone stuff. Now that I figured this out.
I haven't watched the episodes, but I know all the stuff that happened. I watched a bunch of clips. So
TikTok is great for that.
Yeah, a lot of rabbit holes on TikTok while we still have it.
I saw Deadpool on TikTok before I saw it anywhere else.
Yeah, there was people broadcasting the entire movie.
I saw it 3 times on TikTok, once in Spanish. So figure that out. But whatever, I still saw it. It's close enough to him. I gotta fix her lips.
Oh, I did get some new stickers.
Oh, yay! Do you have them on you, or?
Yeah, they're right here.
Oh, let me see. I'm sorry, I didn't have the. Oh, cool! You did like a sheet.
Yeah, 5 stickers, each one of the family.
That's cool. So you're gonna sell those as a sheet?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Great idea. Great idea. Fucking great idea. That absolutely fantastic idea. And you said you have you booked an event.
Yeah, the Port Angeles SquatchCon comic book convention. It's a 4-day event, April 10th through the 14th. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's 4-day event. You gotta love it. So that means there's gonna be some people there.
Yeah. It's about an hour and a half from Seattle.
Oh, okay.
Ish. So I don't know the guest list that's going to be there yet because they haven't posted it online, but they're getting ready to update their website. So,
oh, that's cool. I can't wait to hear who's going to be there. Now, is it like just regular pop culture Comic-Con, or is it, just one specific thing like a Star Trek con, or you know what I mean?
It's kind of a pop culture con.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and it's geared a little bit more for kids. From what since I've been getting out of it, they don't want much rated R material around in their rules.
Okay,
and it's but yeah, a lot of cosplayers. They had a lot of pictures from the one they did this year, so it was cool. I mean, it looks like it'd be cool. I was going to go to it if I didn't get in. I was still just going to go, but
that's cool.
I got in, so
that's fantastic. So that's Seattle. That's right around where Emerald City.
Emerald City Con's down there, right in the middle of the city, right next to the football stadium.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the football stadium, and across the street from that's the baseball field, and then they got the convention center, and it's like all in that area.
Oh, all right. That's cool. See, I'm not familiar with the area at all, so guys, because I've never been. All right, that's pretty cool. I know the stadium, the football stadium. I mean, they're both massive, right?
Yeah,
they're both gigantic. And I won't do like that. Oh my God, everything hurts. Everything hurts.
I understand that. I'm turning 44 tomorrow.
God bless you. Well, first off, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations, 44. I know I'm only 50, but I wish I was 44 again because 50 hurts.
I can imagine.
It's just painful. That's all it is. It's just painful. It's okay though. We're all right. We're okay. We're just in a lot of pain all the time. Forever. I saw you guys playing a lot of Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, I got in a couple days when I first went, but then I've just pretty much been drawn since. I can only do it for so long before I'm like feeling guilty about not working.
It's popular.
It's a really good game at a time period where the game that it's cloning is doing really bad.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, Overwatch had a terrible release with Overwatch 2, and
I knew that went really bad.
Yeah, they've been trying to recover, and it's just not going well for them. And then now here comes Marvel Rivals, where it's like this is their game, but with Marvel characters, so everybody's all jazzed by it, and it plays really well too. So I've been watching a
lot of streams. Thanks for the like on Facebook, Mr. Sam Quinton. Although I spilled the beans on a surprise. I don't know if you heard it. If you heard it, Sam, surprise. And Katrina Rhodes, hey, how are you? Sam, if you want to come through, let's just, I know you probably, did you see my message where I said send yeah,
I put the link in the group, in the other group chat.
I'm just going to send one to Sam just for shits and giggles, see what he says. He's probably busy taking over the world or something, but whatever.
Probably.
Because he's like that.
And whatever third world country he's on a mission in, hopefully they have Wi-Fi.
Right. Yeah. Well, he probably carries his own. He probably carries his own. So we'll see what happens there. I think they're playing Tekken on the other show.
Oh, okay.
I'll keep those. I'll give the lurk on those because I don't really like. It's tough just sitting there. I'm not playing. It's like, Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just kind of sitting there. So it's like I don't want to pick up a spot. And I'm not really giving anything to the events. So yeah, I stay back. I fall back. What the shit did I say I was going to do? Oh yeah, did you see? I know you might have been in the chat. You might have been looking. You might have worked. So I got to color this, but I started to, then I just stopped.
Nice.
I wanted to draw something Marvel Rivals. This is 2 weeks ago. I did Yellowstone last week, so I wanted to get two characters that I thought were very similar, and then Penny Parker's mech just reeks of Diva.
Oh, dude, all day long.
So I was like, they go together. I know Larry was trying to tell me that, and he wasn't wrong. Our buddy Niobe Comics, Luna, you should have drawn Luna and Diva. I'm like, yeah, for me, they just didn't go. This is just the optic I saw. I will say that Luna does seem to be one of the breakout characters, but I did see there was a streamer. She's actually on right now. The one that really exploded as cosplay, like the first cosplay of her, Emaru, was cosplaying as her as Luna Star, and that's been like everywhere, like legitimately everywhere. So that's a lot of color. I'm going to ink this now. And then you saw the new. I know you saw these.
Oh yeah, I love both of those, but I really like that Galactus.
Yeah, the Galactus. I love both of them, and I get to get my Jack Kirby on. But the best part about them, I mean, you've seen this part, right? That it's still,
that
they're labels. A lot of people are like, what do you mean they're labels? I'm like, I took a label, and then a label, then I cut everything, and then I drew on it. And I'm probably gonna do a few more of these. So at some point, I'm gonna take suggestions. And Notre Dame advances, yeah. Now they get Georgia. Fuck. Sorry. Now I'm going to start taking suggestions on who else. There's some obvious ones. Obviously, Superman now, right? Batman, Spider-Man. Those are probably already going to be in there, and then I'll start taking suggestions for other stuff, and we'll start playing around with it. I think this will be a fun little collection. I'm going to have to hit up the post office though, right after Christmas, and start getting more labels. You can order them, and you can order them in bulk, and I think that's what I'm going to do. But I'm using them to mail things, post office. So, did you break this, you bastard? I thought I found something broken, and it wasn't. And I'm like the fucking cat, because he likes to break everything. I lost Warren.
No, I'm still here. I'm just trying to.
Okay, good. I lost myself. I'm gone. I'm not here anymore.
It's just the way my camera is. It's picking up, and it makes everything so bright, even though my desk is really dark. It's annoying.
I'm going the opposite way, but I found a happy middle, so I'm going to stick with that.
I'm not going to complain on it.
I'm not going to complain. I'm going to enjoy this happy medium that I have right now.
Oh, there we go.
It's always the simplest thing, right? I have a box of new ink, and I'm not using them. I'm still using the old ones because I'm like, no, I don't want to use the new ones. I'm terrible. Absolutely terrible. I'm the worst at this. So besides the show, what else you got going on? Because we haven't really chatted in a bit.
Just getting the series going. Kind of. It took me like a year to do the first comic, and now, like this next year, 2025, by June, I'm gonna have issue 3, issue 4, and the first issue of the Day the Realm Stood Still done. Like the Day the Realm Stood Still just needs to be lettered. And so I'll have that out pretty quick after I get done with 3. And then 4, I'm going to start production on it, as soon as 3 is done, of course. So I'll get it all ready and start putting in the pages. And I'll probably get, if barring any kind of life problems, I'll be knocking that out in probably, well, I say June, but I think June at the very latest.
Okay.
And having that print ready. So then, Kickstarter for issue 2 in like end of February. And then as soon as that's fulfilled, I can do a Kickstarter for issue 3. And once that's fulfilled, issue 4 will be ready. And then I'll have the second issue of The Day the Realm Stood Still, which is a 2-issue one-shot. So then I can do each part 1 of that and then do part 2 of that. So if everything works out, I could be doing, like 4 or 5 Kickstarters this year and have 2 different book series out with both of their primary arcs done. So that's mostly like everything I've been concentrating on, getting everything kind of ready. And now that I'm doing my own lettering, everything's starting to move a little bit faster.
Well, that's fantastic. I love to hear that.
How is Cookie coming?
I have everything on a temporary holding pattern till I get through this week.
Okay.
I'm working like a beast at work at the day job, so to speak, through New Year's. And then once New Year's starts, I'm going to take the first week in the new year, review everything that I have, make changes that need to get changed, little things that need. Because after a couple weeks away from it, now I can look at it and be like, okay, this is done. This sucks. This is great. Blah, 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 whatever. And then I can move on and check other things, which is what I want to do. I'll repair everything. And then just start drawing pages again. And try. Yeah. I want the goal is the first 3 pages haven't really changed that much other than my drawing. Hopefully it's gotten better over the years from what it was going to be in the preview that I did forever ago. So those are going to happen very quickly. And then the rest of the pages, we'll try to polish off. I'll try to polish off 1 or 2 a week just because work and other things need to, if I can get 2 a week, I know you like to do, 4 a day or 7 a day. So, like, Jesus Christ, Pete, you suck. 2 in a week. Look. If I had your energy, sir, this book would have been long. I'd be on the 3rd book. But I'm trying to get. I have the summer with the final day for me to want to have actual books in my hand to sell to people and take money for is New York Comic Con in the middle of October in 2025. That's about it's now from January 1st. That's 40 weeks about. Cool. No problem. I can get on that. No problem. Again, if I can get 2 pages done a week, you figure that's 12 weeks, inking is a whole different thing, but that's going to be pretty easy because it's just go to Kinko's, I still call it Kinko's, FedEx office, excuse me. Scan everything in, bring it back, and ink. We're just going to ink digitally, except for the first 3 pages because those are special. Get that, and then inking that stuff I can do pretty quickly. I mean, the 8 pages that I did for the Penguina story that we did. I think I inked those in 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. About.
Yeah. I think so.
Something like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I inked it pretty fast.
You had those ready pretty quick.
Yeah, and I was putting time into them too. It wasn't like scribble done. I was putting time. I was putting a solid few hours, 6, 7, 8 hours into each of them. So, but I still got them done pretty quickly. So with Attack on Cookie, it'll be the same thing. I'll be able to, given days off for stuff, that'll be another maybe. I'll try to get the book done in less than a month. So that kind of timing puts me into spring, like May. I'm saying May for that. And then this is where the thinking, I got to do a lot of thinking. And this is maybe where we can, because I'd like to turn the book over to you to Grayscale. It would be a different set of eyes on it, so it would look differently. I did the math. If I self-publish it, which I want to do, with everything, I can pay everybody. And, the book will be paid for and it'll be done. But even after, if let's say I sell out every copy, I'm not even. I lose money. And I understand we're not in this to make $1 million, but I know I shouldn't be doing the book at a loss at the end of the day. Even though I consider it an art project, I don't want to be doing it at a loss, which then goes, Kickstarter. Okay. And I know I know at that point, like it would be something like a $1,200 goal to cover shipping and all this stuff and the supplies that I'm going to need and this, that, the other thing, where I think I could make money and have money for the next one. I don't know yet. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know where I am with that. So I'm not letting that thought process stop me. I'm going to keep going because at least the work will be done. So when I get the inkings done, oh shit, I got to do something. So it might be a change of a couple things. I'm still going to ask you to letter it if you want.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
Pay you for that, of course. And it's still going to be in black and white. I just haven't figured out what I want to do exactly. I'm going to, and this is where I'm actually going to, and I don't bring out these resources too often, but I have a couple, not connections, not friends, but people I'm friendly with that I can talk to overseas that are more in the manga community. I just don't bring them around because there's a lot of the community that we're around isn't really, I don't want to say not manga friendly, but
they're definitely manga ignorant.
Yeah, and I really don't want to. I don't want to cross the streams when it comes to that. I don't want to bring that world. I try to keep that world away from my other world. I don't want to cross the streams because then I don't want to piss somebody off. Plus that's another world where I can, I don't want to say let my guard down, but I can, I can properly talk about, manga and this, that, the other thing, and not, I don't want to say catch shit. I'm trying not to be negative. But not, it's just, it's getting comic advice is one thing. Like for the Kickstarter for this, you know where I'm going for that kind of advice. But at the same time, for manga advice and for manga tech, and it's not like how to draw manga because it's not a manga, it's a comic book. But for some actual inking and coloring and shading advice, I know where I want to go, and it's not the usual places where we would normally go.
Yeah.
So, and I don't like mixing those worlds because they just don't mix sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I'll still be asking you and Sam for ideas and stuff. But there's some guys I've met over the years who go to Anime NYC and stuff like that, where I can be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Oh, well, yeah, let me see. And, take it from there. And that's not a knock on anybody. That's not a negative on anybody. That's just, I think everybody has to have multiple resources for stuff. You know, I'm not making a bad girl book. I'm not making, a painted book. I'm not making whatever. I'm doing something different. So I need different eyes sometimes.
Well, it's you go to people who are focusing on what you need help with. Like, we have a group of friends that when it comes to business, marketing, Kickstarters, we can have a lot of great advice from. But when it comes to stylistic choices,
that's it.
When it comes to artistic compositions and stuff along those lines, there's not much of there you can draw from. So you go to areas where they're more concentrated on art, because I would love to make money enough to live off of this, but right now my only primary focus is just becoming a better artist. And I feel that if I become a better artist and a better writer and a better storyteller and get more stuff out there, that eventually living off this will show itself. I'm not really something I can shoot for. So I concentrate more on art. Like, I want to know about compositions. I want to know about processes. I want to know how the One Punch Man artist does speed lines and
that's it exactly.
Stuff along those lines.
That's it exactly. And that's kind of the places where I'm going. And that's where I got to go for some of the advice on this. And then again, when it could, the other stuff that I was just mentioning, the money stuff. Yeah. Okay, guys, what do you think? And then I'm definitely going to get the, you got to be in color. Well, then that's more money. Well, then you got to kickstart. Look, again, I'm even less. There's no tits in my book. And I'm not saying that I'm not trying to be funny or anything. That's just it's the running gag,
it's the
right?
Truth. It's the truth. Like, I face it myself, because it's like Sig and Joe is not really a Kickstarter meta book, and there's nothing wrong with the bad girl meta, if you will, but
it's fantastic.
I look at Kickstarter. It's not a way. I don't use it to pay for anything. I just use it as a marketplace. And if I happen to pull up like $800, I already have the books printed. I already have the art paid for. So for me, I'm not putting that extra little thing in there where it's like, okay, this Kickstarter has to make 10K. Well, I'm probably going to do a book that has a lot more sexier women in it if I want to try to get 10K, just to be, if I'm being honest with myself.
And that's the thing, though. That's where I can pay everybody, pay for the book to be printed, yada, 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 and do enough shows where I don't have to worry about shipping. I can put books in people's hands. No problem. Problem is, and I can sell it at shows. That's no problem either, The problem becomes, once I pay everybody, I'm at a deficit. Like, once books are printed, people are paid off for pages, this, that, the other thing. I think I'm like at a $200 deficit.
Okay.
And that's okay. And then that's do it again. So then if I do a second book and a third book, which is with the story, it's a 3-part story. So I would get the story done at a $600 deficit.
All right.
And it's like, I want to tell this story and I want to do this grand project, but I can't afford to lose money. I can't afford to put that much time and that much in, because I could put time and energy into other things and at least be even. You go to a show, you do a show. Okay, I got my table. The table cost me $200. Food and gas cost me another $100 and blah, 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 whatever. So, but I made $300 at the show, so I broke even. Okay, totally cool. And I got my name out there, so I did a lot of good marketing. It's an interesting thing, and it's something I really got to think about.
Have you considered doing the entire story at once and just doing a graphic novel, or do you want to do floppies?
Yeah, but then it's never going to come out. Then we still got to write the other two.
Yeah,
and it's just never going to come out then. And then I was kind of, the idea was, and again, I don't care if I make $1, I'm happy. Okay, it's not about making money. It's not about profit. It's about making money to pay for the next one.
Yeah.
Because when we were doing Fat Guy Inc. Presents, we made it. We made about 100 copies of each, and each book paid for the next book. To the point when we did the last one, it paid for the giant-sized Jimmy Friday that I did. So all the comic book money. So after the initial investment and paying for the books to be, I mean, obviously I wasn't paying for an artist or a colorist or anything like that. In fact, do I still have those hanging out here? So we're not going to open these because the artwork is horrendous, but I think I have a couple copies. Right. I know I just shook the shit out of my camera. And I jumped. What did I do? My wallet and the card. And I dropped my wallet again. Yay. And I dropped the card again. Fuck that card. Okay, so here you go. Let's see if we can get these in order. Do I have any of the Jimmy Fridays? I don't have the Jimmy Fridays, but here, okay. So we had the first one we did. Now, the guy that we got them to print it, I wasn't happy because he charged me way too much, and he ended up doing an ash can instead of a full comic, and I didn't know that's what he was doing, but that's the first copy of Fat Guy Inc. Presents.
Oh, okay.
I enjoyed the graphic design. The drawing wasn't the best, but it got what I needed, and I liked the background. Okay, cool. Wasn't a huge fan of my artwork in it, but that was different. We got that going. The second issue, which I will open. First off, this is cool. These are cool too. If you look really close, you see these were sold at my comic book shop.
Oh, that's cool.
Comics. So yeah, I'm super happy about that. So this was the second one. I did the cover for this one as well. And then this was introducing a story I created called Hope. So you kind of had the watercolor background, and then you had another Jimmy Friday book in there. That was fun. He had the phone ringing. I was so happy about that panel right there, and the fighting and all that stuff. I was so happy about that Jack Kirby-esque page I had going on there with the speed lines and stuff. This is forever, but this is Hope that I did, and this is more. It was actiony, and I lettered it myself, which is a little rough, but whatever. I was pretty happy with it. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. Her getting CPR and stuff, the ambulance, no 3D assets right there.
We have to say that now.
Well, this is forever. This is 100 years. See, I love how I got the rain at that funeral scene.
Oh, very nice.
Again, ancient, old, 5,000 years old. Our buddy Tommy had drawn that for the book, which is cool. Yeah, that was my partner Brendan. He did a little thing. Then that was his CM Punk and his Enzo. And then some other artworks that we did. And let's see what year it was. 2017. So yeah, this is a 2017. So this is 7 years ago. And we printed with Kablam, who I might print with again. Their prices are a little bit better for what I want.
And how's their print quality?
They're good. They're fantastic. That was all those pages. It was a Kablam book. I was super happy with it. The book is, this is a 7-year-old book, so I'm really happy with it. And again, I got for 50 books for this, I got way ripped off. And I have no problem saying everybody knows who printed the book. I'm not going to say the name because whatever. I think it's a dead issue, but I got ripped off for this. I could have got like 500 of these for what I paid for this, for 50 of these. Like I got completely fucking bamboozled. It's what happened. It's when you get I'm not even going to get into it, but I got bamboozled. Whatever. It's okay. I'm not the only person who's whatever. It is what it is. And this is my buddy did the cover of Fat Guy Inc. Presents #3. Sons of Odin. This is the last Fat Guy Inc. Presents. We decided as a studio not to do them anymore. That's why I did the last one of Jimmy Friday. And again, this is very
Lucha. They just get to be too much to make, or were they just too much of a pain to make, or why'd you guys stop doing them?
I wasn't a huge fan of my artwork, and Brendan just didn't want to do it anymore. So I was like, okay, but which he was killing it though. He just didn't want to keep doing it, so it's okay. Then we did the second. That's the second Hope story. The faces were a little dead, so I wasn't super happy. Things I could have changed. I wasn't happy with the art at all, but it was artsy, so it was fun. So whatever. And then some other stuff that we had. That was our buddy Justin Fischetto had done that drawing of Jimmy Friday, which I love. One day I'm going to use it as a cover and Venmo him some money, and he's like, "What's this for?" So yeah, again, I'm not super, and I know the art is rough on a lot of these, and it is what it is. Again, these are 10 years old now, about as a whole, so whatever. I know I've gotten a little better. My sequentials aren't the greatest, but I've learned to listen to the writer, because that's the other thing. I'm not writing it. Like, I wrote Jimmy Friday, I wrote Hope. I'm not a writer. I shouldn't even try. I'm not, and it's not a muscle I want to flex, right?
Yeah.
It's just not. Like, I don't know how you do it, but God bless you. Like, blows my mind and impresses the shit out of me that you can do it. Larry, Sam, Max, I love that you guys can do it, and the cats here. Love that you guys can do it. I can't, and I shouldn't have, but I did. But now with Attack on Cookie, I don't have to worry about that. I have a comic book writer who's also a teacher writing it because he wants to. So I'm pretty happy. And I can just take direction on those panels, and I can message him and be like, "Hey, panel 6, page 3, what the fuck am I doing?" Which can be, helpful.
It's nice working off somebody else.
It really is. It really, really is. I don't have to think too much. Like the perfect example. I mean, the Kaiju Mania stuff. I did those panels, and they were fun, and they worked. But I got to do them a little bit looser and stuff like that. That's the other thing. I have to stop trying to be all fucking painterly, fucking lifelike, fucking. The anime cartoony style is the way I want to do these things. It's kind of like the way I want to express myself. And again, I keep saying it, it's this really is more of an art project to me than I want to make comics. I know this is going to be really rough. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. I don't want to make comics.
Oh, no, man. It's not so. It's like, you know what? That's not a bad decision. It's fucking terrible sometimes.
I don't want to make comics. Let me full screen you for a second. I don't want to make comics. I just like making stuff. It is what it is. Whatever. What's going on here? Oh God.
Yeah, after I get like 3 done, and the Day of the Realms of Steel Part 1 lettered, and I get ready to start 4, I think from now on I'm going to work on, like, if I do a 4-issue arc, I'm going to have the entire thing scripted and laid out before I start on the first page.
Okay.
I want to try to work as if it's all one big lump project. I can always break them apart and make the floppies along those lines, but I want to have like everything kind of set as I'm going along, so that way it's issued. I have all the issues kind of done in order and quicker.
Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. See, I wish I had a plan. Why the fuck did I just? Why the fuck? Wait a minute. Why? Stop that. I clicked on Facebook and I guess I clicked on the video. And now I'm hearing myself in my ears and I'm like, wait a minute. No. I can't do that. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. So there's that. Here's this. Cool. We're doing everything perfectly. We're doing everything the way we're supposed to be. Okay. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I can hear you.
Okay, cool. You're in charge for a minute. I have to go take a break because I drank a lot of water.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
For everybody watching here, I am drawing GI Robot. It's from the new, well, way before this, but he's in the new James Gunn's new Creature Commando cartoon on HBO, and he's one of my favorite characters, so I'm drawing him up tonight. Almost done with the pencils, getting ready to start doing some inks here. I'm gonna do two of them. I'm gonna do this one on this 7x10 comic book backing board, and then I'm gonna do one on 11x17. But that's gonna be a little different of a view. I'm gonna do a lot more. I'm gonna do some more 11x17s of probably each one of the Creature Commando characters. I don't know how popular they are, if they will sell, but I really love the characters, so I'm just going to do it. But I recently did a market, and all of my Chainsaw Man sold right off the shelf. So I'm thinking I'm going to do some more Chainsaw Man characters too. Since the kids seem to love themselves some Chainsaw Man.
They really fucking do.
Oh, yeah. When I was at that market with the table, I sold out of all my Chainsaw Man prints. I almost kicked myself for not bringing more.
Shocking, right?
I sold out of all the prints and the original 11x17 artwork the print was based off of.
It's a beautiful thing. It really is a beautiful thing.
I'm going to do all of the Creature Commando characters, even though I don't know how popular that show is right now, but I'm going to do them because I love that show.
See, that's the thing. That's the other thing. I've given up. I gave up a while ago, but I really like fuck it. Yeah, if I'm interested in something and it's popular because it's popular or whatever, yeah, I'm going to draw it. Why not? But I'm done. Well, you should draw, this because it's popular. I'm done with that.
Yeah, like you're what do they call that? It's like we're fad hopping.
Yeah, I'm done with that. Where is it? There's all my stuff. Yeah, what? I'm getting yelled at. Relax, you furry bastard. Give me 2 minutes, man. Shit. Oh, it's his late night feeding time. I don't know what it's.
So, at a comic convention, in your opinion, which would sell better, making floppies or making graphic novels?
Depends on how you're selling them, what else you're selling, and the show.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things that factor in. I mean, first off, let's forget the subject matter and the thing, price point, and because you got to. Okay, you're always going to set your base price, blah blah blah. Okay, cool. You know what your base price is, but at the same time, you're also going to always set your base price. You got to know what your demographic is. Like there's certain parts of the country where you can go, and I'm not taking anything that's worth more than $20 because no one's gonna buy it because nobody spends that much money there.
Yeah.
You kind of have to know that. Or at the very least, get an idea of that. There's just certain parts of the country where it's like I'm not taking anything expensive. Like New York Comic Con, I brought all my expensive things, so it's a big thing. Other shows like that, Emerald City, like we talked about before, C2E2, Rhode Island Comic Con, which is the other Reed Pop show, which is a monster, a big show. San Diego, yeah, I don't care. People are going there to spend money. The local con where everybody gets in for $5, I may not be bringing the super expensive stuff unless by social media somebody goes, "Oh, that's really cool. Are you going to have that?" Whatever. That's when you have various things at various price points: books, art, prints, blah 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 blah. Right? You're selling comic books. It depends how many comic books, what else you're going to have at the table, and things like that. And then it also depends on selling. How you are at selling, and that's massive, because I've seen guys that have had stacks. They had like the guys from Source Point Press. I've seen them at a million different cons, and they'll have 4 guys at a corner, or 4 guys in a square booth, 4-sided booth, each of them with stacks of graphic novels, like 1,000 each, and those guys are just standing up the whole time talking to people. Like they're talking to people, they're talking to people, they're talking to people, they're talking. Hey, do you like this? Hey, do you like that? Hey, do you like this? Like if you were saying, hey, do you like squirrels? Come here, check this out. Whatever. That kind of shit. Like all day long. Like I'd be saying, hey, do you like Cookie Monster? Hey, do you like Attack on Titan? Come here. Do you like anime? Come here. Do you like funny, weird shit? Come here. Yeah, that kind of thing. And those guys will sit there and talk to people, and sell a $20 graphic novel or $10 graphic novel or a $5 floppy. So you can really dilute the need of knowing what your price points, what your demographic is, by knowing what you're selling.
All right.
So it just depends on where you're going. Like you got a 4-day show coming up. You got a bunch of graphic novels. That should be fun, Either with first off, you're never going to lose with having floppies. You're just not.
Yeah, well, I won't have enough done by then for graphic novels, like for Sig and Joe. But I'm going to have issue 1, 2, and 3 there, and I'm going to have those bundled together. So it's like like you get all 3 issues for X amount. Like if I'm selling for $5 a piece, you get 3 issues for like $12, or
that's
something along those lines.
That's smart. Yeah, that should be fun, man. Oh, go back to this view. Clicky, yay, we're here. Hey, everybody. Right, it's that price thing is really more for art.
Yeah.
Like I know the Moonlight markets that I do this brush. I can take bigger paintings because I can just take bigger paintings there. $150, $100 paintings. I knew what my target was at New York for those big paintings. Right? If I go a little bit more south, maybe I'm not taking too expensive of paintings, or my price point might be a little bit different. Just knowing where I go.
That's one thing I noticed at the market that I went to, is I would have had more sales if I created cheaper bundles. Like people were looking for stuff, but it's like I put my price point on my 11 by 17 prints too high, and I didn't have any smaller stuff to sell. Like my stickers were a 5 by 5, so I need to get some more smaller stickers, maybe some buttons, some stuff along those lines, where it's not just like, well, my cheapest item is $15 or something, like, you know what I mean?
Remember, stickers and pins are awesome. They're also expensive to make, so your profit margin sucks.
Yeah.
I used to do, and my partner does, and I'm probably going to start doing them again. Mini prints, 4x6 mini prints. Because even if you get the top loaders, you get 25 top loaders for $12. The mini prints aren't going to cost you anything. You can now. Here's the other thing though, because he just does the mini prints for his prints. What I did was I'll have my regular size prints, and then I'll have different things for mini prints. You draw enough stuff where you can do a Sig and Joe, blah 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 blah, and then a lot of fan art stuff. Make them as mini prints. Have like 25, 30, 40 different things as a mini print, and those are $5 each, 3 for $10. You know,
that's
you sell a bunch of those.
Yeah,
you sell a shitload of those, and then it's gone. Even our friend Jen No Flutter, she does that. She has mini prints. In fact, here I don't have it with me. I put them away. I just bought a bunch of mini prints at a show I did a couple weeks ago because from the artist next to me, because I've known her stuff for a while and I love her stuff. But I don't have room, but she had mini prints. So I was like, cool. So that's the other thing, mini prints room. You know, some people may not have room for an 11x17. They just may not.
Yeah.
But a mini print, whatever. Yeah, mini print, sure.
No, I'm gonna. Yeah, that's a good idea because I could take like this drawing, and after I scan it, it'll fit on a mini print. Great. All these ones that I do on these 7x10, I could make mini prints out of those as well. So yeah, it's a good idea. I'm going to use that.
Mini prints, man. Mini prints.
I tried to draw while I was there, and
it's tough.
It is because I remember you saying on multiple streams about how you're standing, you're talking, and you're bringing people in. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to sit while I'm doing this. And the whole time I stood up, and every time someone came by, I was like, hey, good morning. Hey, how's it going? Hey, thanks for coming. And I had more people stop just from saying good morning that were planning to walk all the way real by. It was working great. So when I started drawing, I've got my head down, I'm drawing, and people are just walking by. And I was like, I don't like this. I need to start bringing people in and talking to them. So
when you're drawing, the best thing to have is a partner. Like when I was drawing, we just had the 10x10 corner. Yeah. Brendan was still talking to people. So people were still coming over. People were still attracted. And then, oh, what's he doing? You know what I mean? So people were still walking through and being attracted to the table. When we had the big long table this year at New York Comic Con, there's just no shot of me. It just wasn't going to work. That's going to be black. There was no shot of that working while I was just sitting there.
Yeah.
It just wasn't going to work. Like I needed, and I was able to draw when I had help. So that's the caveat there. If it's just you by yourself, it's tough because you need people to be there. You need somebody there to help you, you know, at the very least. Oh.
Yeah, that's true. It is a little rough when you're by yourself. You have to do it all.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. When you have a teammate or partner, somebody, it's a little easier.
I have to start learning to be a little bit more sociable and get myself a booth partner.
Sometimes you can't, like, especially for a 4-day show, you're really might want to bring somebody.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Any advice I have to anybody doing that: have somebody that's going to work and it's a little familiar with your stuff. You know.
Yeah.
It's tough when they don't know and do the right thing by them. Have a price list and be like, there's this and there's this, in case somebody comes to the table when you're at the bathroom. Some nonsense like that. And again, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you, this is just generally what I like. I had tons of different help in New York, and thank God for all of them. But I had a list for even one of them was my sister, and I had a shopping list of the prices so they could, do all that stuff and things like that, and know what cost what, just in case I was busy, or if I was. There was a point where I was down for 2 hours drawing. And my sister and Sam, not Sam Quinton, folks. My sister and Sam, my other helper, they were both ladies were destroying it as my sales team. And it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked if it was just me by myself with my head down. So yeah, getting a friend might be, it is better. Having someone help you is absolutely beneficial.
It'll be a little bit harder for this Port Angeles one because the Port Angeles one's like 3.5 hours away from my house. So I'm staying there.
Right.
So I'd have to find someone who'd want to be there for 5 days.
You never know. Doesn't hurt to start asking now.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. It just doesn't. And you never know. Or even if you know people locally out there. Somebody said put out an ad and get help. I'm like, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Everybody I had helping me, I know. So.
I'm going to start trying 2025. I'm going to be more active in my local community, trying to do more market type kind of stuff. But also I want to try to talk them into finding out how many other artists are around and how many artists want to help pull resources together when it comes to doing shows and stuff like this. I don't even know if there's another comic artist, what the next closest comic artist is to me.
I'm going to tell you a couple things, not to help, not to scare, not to do anything other than yes and no. Mostly yes. Mostly yes. I got lucky. I had friends that did the concerts and were artists. But again, I'm in New York, so it's a little different. But it was great. It helped me out like tons. And they're still good friends of mine to this day. Great. Yay. We'll start with pooling first off, local community, because I still do that. Your library, your local libraries, even maybe your comic book shops, there's probably small shows all over the place that you have no idea exist. And doing those will help you by leaps and bounds, especially the library stuff, especially the kids stuff. Because remember, after 10 years, I have kids who were like 12 and 13 seeing us when we were new at these library shows. They're now coming to New York Comic Con as 22-year-olds.
Okay.
That's first off, that's fucking cool. First off, just in and of itself, that's really cool. Secondly, you're building your audience, right?
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. Those are absolutely good things. And getting yourself in the local community, because the parents remember you and this, that, the other thing. So, and then the community remembers you. And a lot of people go to these events and go, oh, we saw you at the Elm Street Library event, and we'd love for you to come. Smith County is doing, and I'm just making this shit up, okay? Smith County is doing this outdoor festival, 3 days at the Promenade, blah, blah, blah. We'd love to have you, that kind of shit. Because that kind of shit happens. That's really how you network for a lot of these shows. You do a lot of these little places. I do a ton of library stuff, and I get other stuff out of it. I'm not just doing the library stuff to get stuff out of it. Doing the library stuff also is really fulfilling because you get to talk to kids about art. You're sitting there. Let's say you're doodling something. They see a scroll book or a scroll print or something. When you see some 7-year-old kid that draws start looking at you the way we look at like Todd McFarlane and shit like that, bruh. I'm telling you, like, there's no better feeling.
At the show I did here in Longview, there was a couple times where the parent would come up with their kid and they're like, yeah, he wants to do or she wants to do comics too. So I would start giving them some pointers and what programs I use and stuff along books that I've read and along those lines, and just told them to keep at it and always encourage it. Yeah, you're right though. It's an awesome feeling.
It's so cool. It's but again, this kind of conversation is the only conversation. You're only going to get this when you again network with another artist, creator, blah blah blah. And that's the other thing. And this is going to be a little negative, and it's going to be a little negative towards comics. Sorry. The way the comics community is, at least the community that I've seen on YouTube and stuff like that, it's horrible. Let's face it, it's terrible, and I don't see a lot of like camaraderie, networking, blah blah blah. I just don't.
Getting someone to review your book is like pulling teeth in a comic book community. It's crazy.
But if you're in an artist community where it doesn't matter what you guys are, then it might be different.
Yeah.
Because, Bob the illustrator or Sally the graphic designer or whatever, or even, Danica the fucking crystal maker, or Darren the fucking dice maker. Oh, I'd love to read your book.
Oh yeah,
and that kind of thing, because they do a lot of shows too. It becomes this whole thing. It really does. As strange as it sounds, it becomes this whole thing.
I had this great tip from a lady at the market. She's like, every time someone buys one of your pictures or books, take a picture of them or ask them to take a picture for like your social media. And it was like, oh, well, yeah, that's great. And a lot of people had no problem at all, taking a quick photo, holding up the book. It's a good way to interact with people. You get good social media stuff.
I used to do that, then we stopped.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Number one, we get a lot of no's, but again, it's different. We're in New York, it's a little different, right?
Yeah.
One time we had somebody tell, could you take that image down? I'm like, why? That person's was there at the show. I paid for that person to be at the show to network and to sell my blah 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 and hand out flyers and stuff like that. They weren't there to blah blah blah, and their image, blah blah, that kind of shit. Which is, but you know what? Fair enough. I get it. You paid X amount of dollars to have this person, and they should have known better. They're like, sure, you can take my picture. I get it. I understand. I see where you're coming from, sir. So I will happily take it down, and I'm done doing it. I'm just done. We used to take pictures of cosplayers at the tables and stuff like that, and it was great. Now we just take now we know we basically take pictures of our friends or people that we know. Like, okay, every year Squirtle Squads comes by. Okay, we know that's going to be a video. We know that's happening. No big deal. The Squirtle guys fucking the best. Cool. I'm not taking pictures of random, like with our stuff, our sales and stuff. I'm just not doing it anymore. I'm just I'm so jaded about it. But that being said, it's a great fucking idea. I see people do it. I'm like, oh, it's such a great idea. Not for me, but it's a great idea. just not for me anymore.
Yeah, not everything's going to work for everybody.
Right. Well, it's not even that it doesn't work. I'm sure it would work just fine. It's just I'm over it. I'm done. Moving on. I just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But that's me. You know, that I see it all the time, and I love it, and I think it's great, and I think you're right, and I think it works. It just didn't work for our bag. It just didn't. Which is funny. Sometimes, and what I have been liking though, people like hanging our stuff on their walls and then tagging us.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm with that. I'll tell people that all the time. Somebody buys a painting. Oh, when you hang it, take a picture of it and tag us. Oh yeah, and it happens every so often, and that's really cool. You know, and then that's them doing it, so it's like whatever.
Yeah, I made a bunch of postcards that have my the QR code to the link for my link tree, and then I also made business cards that have my link tree and the QR code on the back of them. So then that way I can start handing that stuff, because I had so many people asking me for a business card, and I was like, I was kicking myself for not having something.
Super smart. Why don't I have all the greens together? I have the watercolor tray out, and all the colors are mixed up. And I'm like, why am I stupid? This is stupid. Now I'm going to sit here. See, all the colors are fucked up. So now I'm going to organize them. Stupid. I'm going to hate myself doing this too now.
Oh, what did you think of the Superman trailer?
Loved it.
So did I.
It was so bright and Superman-y.
It feels like hope.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I liked Man of Steel a lot. A lot. It was just like, I'm like, this is a little dark to be Superman.
Yeah, and Zack Snyder wasn't allowed to put out his full vision, which is, it's sad, but this definitely looks like it's much more put together,
I don't think Gunn would do something to let his stuff not be told the way he would want it to be told.
Well, yeah, he's head cheese at DCU, so they're pretty much like, here's some money and go make us more of it, and we're going to leave you alone.
That's fine. I mean, sometimes you need that. You need to do that.
And I really think Superman's probably going to make at least $800 million to $1 billion.
I hope so. That'd be great.
I don't see it doing terrible or bad. I don't see it. It could be wrong. And it could happen, of course, but I have a good feeling about it.
The main discussions that I've had with people have liked it. They're looking forward to it. Hopeful, blah, blah, blah. The negative has been from the normal resources. The fucking mouth-breathing fucking guys that live in their mom's basement, the basement below their mom's basement.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guy. Well, it's not in the angle of, like, stop it. First off, except for my friend Minda, who actually works and a couple other friends that actually work in the film industry, you don't work in the film industry. So don't sit there and tell us, well, this happened in this studio and blah, blah. You guys, you only talk like that because the internet is made you think you can talk like that. It's not. Stop. First off. Secondly, you're really going to shit on a movie based on a trailer? Go see it.
Yeah.
It's also a movie. It's not the end of the world. And a lot of the comic book guys, and sorry, comic book guys, I know I'm one of you, but I'm going to piss you off right now by telling you, okay, chat, everybody get ready to clip this one. Stop gatekeeping these movies. Let regular mom bring her kids to the Superman movie without you taking a shit on it for them. Well, it's not accurate and you're ruining it. I'm coming to this movie and I'm very upset that you're here. Shut up. Let people enjoy stuff. Like, let people have fun. It's like the hardcore wrestling fans. Like, guys, it's fun. Shut up.
Yeah. It's a problem. We've made that kind of discourse into a business.
Yeah.
So now it's like people just have to have discourse because that's what their business is. So you start getting stuff like the movie's not coming out for 6 months, and people are like, the color grading's not correct. It's like, well, this is just a trailer. It's like, who knows what the finished product's gonna look like.
I used the example of when they did that San Diego Comic-Con, that 10 seconds of the Batman Superman logo, and everybody the next hours later, this is the worst movie ever. This is going to be the worst movie. Like, bro, they haven't even written it yet. like, what are you doing? Like, honestly, you know why some of these movies fail? Because you guys just are terrible. Shut up. Like, god damn. Like, you guys would have killed Star Wars in the 70s. Stop it. Let people enjoy themselves. The same guys I caught shit for this one. Remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? I don't know if it was the cartoon or the movie. The movie. And people didn't like the way the turtles look now. And it should have looked better, ninja rap for the Vanilla Ice Turtles, blah, 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 blah. I was like, hey, guess what? Those were our generation's turtles. If we're the only ones that can say, if our generations are the only ones that can say what the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are going to look like, eventually the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are going to stop being a thing. They're going to stop because they're not making anything new, right? But if they're making Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 2000 whatever, based on what kids that are in that age demographic in 2000 whatever then they're going to keep growing and keep, these are their turtles. They're not your turtles. Yeah. Your turtles still exist.
Now, when you look at the Michael Bay turtles.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Yeah. I think the only problem I had with their design was not how they looked, but they made them so big and strong. You really pinball who your enemies are. Like the Foot Clan becomes obsolete when the turtle could bench press a Volkswagen. And it's like, no, the reason why they're 5'1" is because then it's a lot cooler when they beat up 50 Foot Clan ninjas. And Shredder doesn't have to wear a mech suit to fight them. And, I just, that was my only gripe with how big they were. I did like how Rocksteady and Bebop looked, though. They looked awesome.
Yeah, they did look great. It's like everything, like the people were, the new Scooby-Doo is trash, blah, 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 blah. It's like, the 1977 Scooby-Doo is so much better. I'm like, bro, the kids that are watching this don't know what 1977 is.
Yeah, if they're liking this stuff, it's here now.
This is theirs. Like, bro, you have to understand that the 21 and 22-year-olds that I work with couldn't fathom. Like the one kid said, "Oh yeah, what was it? The one kid said, "Oh yeah, my mom was born in 1988. Isn't that funny?" I was like, I graduated 8th grade in 1988. Like what? I was like, yeah, I was born in 74. They're like, what 74? 19, motherfucker.
Like, you were born in the 1900s? Oh wow. Yeah.
What did you guys do? Fuck you.
Well, and it's interesting because not catering to a younger audience can be absolutely detrimental to a major IP, i.e., look what's happening with like Marvel Comics. It's like they stopped catering to children in the late 90s. And now they've lost an entire 2 generations of kids because the comics just weren't anywhere for them to find them. They weren't in scholastic fairs. They weren't in book fairs. They weren't in grocery stores anymore. They weren't in pharmacies. So then the kids went to what was available, and guess what? It was manga, and it's like
manga's fucking everywhere.
Yeah, and it's like
manga's meant to be everywhere because it's disposable.
So it really goes to show you like how the big 2 especially really screwed up when they stopped catering to kids, when they stopped having it available for children.
I said this in a stream forever ago, and people looked at me like I was crazy. And then they started. I'm going to use the analogy of sports teams, and you're a sports guy too, so you've seen, at least you've seen, maybe you haven't gone in a while, but you've seen what every major sports team does when you go to the stadium. There's kid shit everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Why is all this kid shit here? Because number one, their kids are going to want it. The parents are going to have to spend money on it. And then those kids eventually become fans. And eventually when those kids have an income, they're going to be, oh, I love blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm 50 years old. I still have the nostalgia of ice cream and a baseball helmet.
You make it fun for the child, so the child associates fun always with going to the ballpark.
And even though I'm not a fan of them, I think the New York Mets do it best. They have kids this, kids that. They run the bases. They get to play in the outfield. They have a whole fucking jumping kids like amusement park section in the stadium. All sorts of different foods. All the bathrooms are parent friendly, toddler friendly. This, that, not that. Why would you bring a toddler to a baseball game? But you actually can. And there were plenty of times, especially in Citi Field, the new stadium, when my friends' kids were younger, because they'd be wanting, I want to watch the game, but the kids are starting to get antsy by the 5th inning. I'm like, yo, let's go fuck around with Mr. Met. Come on. And we go run around the stadium a little bit and have some, because the stadium was fun. It was fun to do other things in the stadium. Well, what? She should be concentrating on the game. No, they're 7 years old. They stopped caring about the game when they got to the fucking parking lot. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to fill them up on sugar, and we're going to go have a good time. And people who want to watch the game will get to watch the game. It's okay. We already paid to be here. The team doesn't care about anything else. Done. Comics are the same way. There was, and I'm going to fast forward because I know you saw the post. The sensei himself, Mr. Ben Dunn, Antarctic Press, he did a post where he posted a picture, right, of the DC Comics in a display at Dollar General, I think it was.
Yeah,
and it's great. That's awesome. And they were older comics, and they were there for like $1. Great. Mom, comic books. How much are they? $1. Here, get yourself 4 or 5 of them. Great. Even though it's an older thing, it's getting comics back in their hands. Awesome. And it's a great test. And it's a great test to show that, okay, cool, maybe this can work. So maybe they can't get to the comic book shop, but it doesn't matter when they're getting them. At least they're getting them. Fantastic. And then again, this is where we have to police ourselves, kids. And you'll understand this in a second. There was, again, comic book guy from The Simpsons was in the chat, was in the comments. Well, no, that's an older issue, and they're not going to know when to jump in, and they're going to be messed up because the continuity and blah, blah, blah. Stop. A 7-year-old kid doesn't give a shit about that. A 7-year-old kid wants to see Batman punching somebody in the face. And wants to see something cool blowing up. And sorry, everybody, wants to see a Supergirl with big hooters.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's what it is.
Kids want to see.
and I'm simplifying it down because people are like, well, what about I forgot the word, not integration, because that's wrong. When you see yourself in a character. Inclusion. What about inclusion? What about this? What about that? Shut up. Not that I agree or disagree with any of those things. That's not what's important. What's important right now, and what we have to shut up and make happen and want to see happen, get the books in the kids' hands. Make them want more. And then I explained it like this. We are in drug dealer land right now, kids. Okay. Do you know why crack was so successful? Do you know why cocaine was so successful? Because we flooded the market with them cheap in the beginning. They flooded the market with it cheap in the beginning, got everybody hooked, and then raised the prices. Then said, now you can come here to get it. That's what we have to do with comic books. Okay. Comic books are crack now. That's what we have to do. I know that's a terrible analogy. I know that's absolutely fucking horrible.
But it's accurate.
Yeah, the math is behind it, though. Get the kids to want them, make them as cheap as you can, and then once they get a little bit older, but two things need to stop. The comic book fans' need for continuity and blah, 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 stop. And the fucking jerk off guys like Sticky Goose and all those guys, the collector stuff, stop. Let the kids get, because that's the other thing that's killing it. You know, collectors are taking everything, and the kids don't get to do it. And this is just not just comics, toys, Pokemon cards, this, that, the other thing. I cannot begin to tell you how many times at Target I've blocked a fucking dude or boxed a dude out of the way. I played offensive lineman, and the 8-year-old was the quarterback, so I can get the 8-year-old to the fucking Pokemon cards, and I can keep the mouth-breathing comic book dude away from him, so the kid could get the Pokemon cards because he was having fun with them. Now, did the kid go to a trading park? Did the kid go to a trading cards show and sell them? I don't know, but they belong in the kid's hands, not fucking the guy that went to high school with me.
It's funny you mentioned that. I was at Target one time, and I asked one of the employees there. I was like, "So when does the Nika stuff come in? Like, when's the first day?" She's like, "They come in on Wednesday, but you better be here at opening because there's a bunch of these big smelly guys that come in and buy all of them. That's the Pokemon cards." And I just start laughing. I was like, "Oh no."
That's it, though. That's it. And look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. That's kind of what comic book shops are for. Let the kids discover this shit at Target, and then when they become teenagers, they can go to the comic book shop too. Let the kids be kids, you know?
Yeah. And it's really self-defeating because your hobby, your collector market is going to die if you don't get these kids interested into this stuff. You know, because eventually we're gonna die out, and then the whole hobby is just gonna shut down if they're not careful.
I see, and I feel like I can be negative about these guys because not that I was one of them guys. Thank God I wasn't. But I can feel a certain way about it because I'm part of. I like comic books. I like this. I like. Did I go and buy a couple packs of fucking Pokemon cards? Sure, I did. Do I have a couple packs? Am I about to order a bunch of One Piece cards? Yeah, but I'm 50 years old, so I'm going to do it on eBay or online, or I'll go to my comic book shop and I'll get them there because I'd like, some kid to run into them at Target and get them for himself. Because number one, I don't want to be a jerk off. Number one. Number two, I know that's what's guaranteed that when that kid's 50 years old, there'll be other kids that are still be buying them, and those things will still exist. So maybe I'm gatekeeping for the kids, but I think that's okay. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, I think I think that's doing it right because those kids you're helping get that are going to become future. They'll go to a comic book shop once they get old enough to be able to get there or know about them because they know that's where you find more detail. Like, let them go get the old stuff at the dollar store. And if they're interested in more Batman stories, then that'll get them into comic book shops to buy Batman stories because that's where you go to find full issue runs and more rare stuff and the cool, the figures and stuff along those lines. It's all about trying to get those young readers interested early enough. So then that way, the comic book, you get people into shops, older fans, get more shops opening up, get that traffic going again.
Right.
Because that is what's going to save us.
It's just so many things. And chat, if you're interested, If anybody's there being silent, let me know what you think about this or any of this stuff we're talking about, really. I do that at baseball games too, or at ball games. Like a lot of the time when I see people, like especially autographs, and I'll see a dude with like 8 things and a fucking 9 Sharpies and trying to get to. I'm big. I literally will get in his way and bump him back, and then kids, come on. Like, yeah, I don't know who these kids are, but I'm letting these kids go and talk to Mr. Baseball Player, Mr. Whatever, because kids, they're kids. I can get an autograph. I can buy the autograph, or I can go to fucking the sports store and get the autograph. But these kids might,
yeah,
like, come on, let the kids. Like, we were in Baltimore one year. Then during batting practice, if you stand in center field, which they allow you to do, guys are hitting bombs into those stands all the time, and you can catch them left and right. There was one game I caught, one batting practice. I caught 6. I went home with 1 because I gave them the kids that didn't catch them. But there was this one guy who was like bumping his way into kids, and one of my buddies is there. Was his dad is like, he was getting pissed at the guy, and finally we both made a little plan, and we we football blocked him out.
Nice.
And then my other 2 buddies were there. Kids, go! And they were talking to the players and blah blah blah. And the guy kept trying to move, and we just kept fucking pass blocking. And finally, he got all pissed off. He said something. I'm like, not today, fucko. Not today. And then like 3 other moms and stuff. Oh, you guys are so nice for that. Blah blah blah. Oh, I didn't know what to do. I felt bad. I'm like, not on my watch, lady. Not on my watch. There was the last game we went to at Shea Stadium. We were in the bleachers. I paid $5 and a can of Pepsi. Because with the can of Pepsi, you can get into the bleachers for $5. Right? Cool. So we go. We're sitting there. We're talking with a couple ball players from the fence. Blah blah blah. This, that, the other thing. They were playing the San Francisco Giants, and a couple of the Giants. One of the pitcher was from Long Island. He was from out here, so we were talking to him about that. And then one of the other guys was like, throwing a ball up against the wall, and the kids are trying to catch it, and blah blah blah. So he finally goes, "Oh, I got to go back in here. I'm going to throw it to you guys." He threw it up in the air, caught it, and ran back. So all the kids, "Oh, you suck," blah 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 blah, and I just yelled across, and I shouldn't have, but I did. But it's New York, so nobody said anything. I was like, "You're fucking dead, bro." So I proceeded for the rest of the game because he ended up being the left fielder, and we were in the left field bleachers. I proceeded to heckle the hell out of this guy. That looks good, Warren. I started heckling the shit out of this guy. And I'm loud to the point where I know he can hear me because the ball boy down at third base is looking over. I know I'm getting loud because the center fielder is looking over. I know it's working because people are buying me beers. Keep going, bro.
Get his ass.
Yeah. So and then now other people are joining, and we're just smoking this guy. So finally, he gets himself a sombrero. And what people don't know what that is, he didn't actually get a Mexican hat. He struck out 3 times.
Oh.
So after his 3rd strikeout, you see him go into the dugout, and we are just. I got the whole bleacher standing up, chanting his name. Okay. And I guarantee you, we were talking about it in the car. I was like, dude, he was in there like, "Coach, please pull me. I can't go back out there." Nope, you did it to yourself, fucker. Get out there. Be a man.
All in his head.
Be a man, motherfucker. And we were just, as soon as he came out, we were just on him. Blah, blah, blah. He's a little kid. Even I wouldn't have struck out 3 times. I like just shitting on this guy. It was great. It was so much fun. And you see him hanging down. And the best one was, if you'd have just given the kid the ball, we wouldn't have bothered you. You just see the center fielder look over and chuckle. So if the center fielder can hear me, this guy can hear me. And that was great.
That's awesome.
And normally we reserve that for hockey games. That level of terrible behavior. But we were at a hockey game. So Yeah, I'm shocked I can still see that. Then. Excuse me. Woof. I'll tell you a funny later, off air. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So now I haven't seen the show yet. How many characters are in the squad?
5.
Okay.
Yeah. They've got the Bride of Frankenstein, Weasel, Dr. Atomic, Luna. Well, not Luna, but I forgot her name, but she's a fish girl.
Okay.
And let's see here. Weasel, Atomic, Frankenstein, G.I. Robot, and the fish girl. And then they're all being directed by Rick Flag Sr.
Okay. Yeah, I want to check it out. I just maybe this weekend. And if anybody's wondering, I'm just letting this dry because I'm talking too much. I went to watercolors. And this is still wet.
Yeah, it's right now. There's 4 episodes out. A new episode comes out like every Wednesday night, Thursday area. And the episodes are only like 24, 25 minutes long.
Oh, dope. Okay.
So yeah, it's a fun story. It's a good job. Like if you liked Suicide Squad that James Gunn did, I think you'll like this.
I actually really enjoyed Suicide Squad. So
yeah, so did I. So I think you'll like it. And yeah, G.I. Robot is the shit.
I did enjoy the Suicide Squad. So yay. Yay, more watercolors. So today, not only are we playing with the cakes, Rick could have the tubes of watercolors. The tubes.
The tubes.
I just have so much shit I want to start using it, Because you know this, because you're an artist too. We tend to collect stuff, meaning art supplies, not just,
Yep.
I think that's worse too, because like artists, if you're into comics and stuff, because we already collect so much crap, just stuff in general, and now I'm fucking collecting. I was already collecting art supplies and stuff. It's like Jesus Christ, it's not fair. It's just not fair.
Yeah, we're a lot like mechanics. We don't have a full set of stuff, but we have all the stuff that we need because, like, oh yeah, I use this weird ruler because I used it on a project on blah 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 date, and our own little fun weird stuff.
One of our bar regulars is a mechanic, and he's like, "Bro, I have to hide, or I have to hide a couple of my guys when the Snap-on guy comes." It's like, Billy, you just got out of debt. Like, you don't need another whatever. I'm like, I feel the same way when I go into the arts. Like, I have to avoid Michael's and Hobby Lobby and fucking Jerry's and Blick. I love Blick. And yes, I said Hobby Lobby. I know some folks, feel a certain type of way about it. I get it. They have good paint. Sorry. And Michael sucks.
If it's a good deal, I have a hard time dealing with it. Like, I know this might suck. They might have pissed you off, but I really like the deals here. And it has the paint that I like, or it has this that I like.
Yeah, like they actually have really. I mean, yes, Blick is better, and the prices are manageable too. But for me, the closest Blick is like a half hour away. Hobby Lobby is a 3-minute car ride for me. So I'm sorry. I mean, sorry. I balance it out. Because I hate Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. I hate it just because I don't think it's good. Ooh, I said the thing. I don't think Chick-fil-A is good. I don't. Number one. Number two, when I worked at Red Robin, we shared a parking lot with Chick-fil-A. And their employees, well, at least their managers, were fucking assholes. But just fucking terrible. It's like, hey, could you not park in these spots because then our customers, don't have any place to park, and because we look full. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, okay. And every morning, there they fucking. So we tried to appease things. So my manager once, one of my general managers, was like, "Oh, so listen, I made a tray of burgers. Welcome over to Chick-fil-A for the employees. Cool. Yeah, it's a good idea. We'll do food sharing every once in a while. Hey, just for fun. Hey, we'll be neighborly. Neighbors. You think we ever got fucking even a chicken nugget from those motherfuckers? Just terrible. Just horrible. So
not cool.
But I never did anything to the Chick-fil-A vans. Ever. I don't know how that rainbow flag bumper sticker got on the Chick-fil-A vans.
I was going to say, the way you're telling me this makes me feel like you did have something to do with it.
I know nothing about how that rainbow flag sticker got on the Chick-fil-A vans.
I have to take your word for it.
Thank you. Luckily, no one's watching this stream, so we'll be all right. I'll be okay. Watch me get a knock on the door, sir. Fuck. The one time somebody watched my shit, yes, sir. Fuck. That's not fair. I mean, thanks for watching.
Like and subscribe, share if you can.
Could you at least please? I'm gonna need bail money. That was years ago. I should be fine now. Everything should be fine now. Everything is fine. Yeah, but they were assholes.
Yeah, those jobs can be bad enough than to be assholes all the time.
It was just the managers. It's like the staff was great. Whatever. Tis what it is. Tis what it is. Tis what it is. I should have named this the Get Work Done stream. That's what we're doing. We're just getting work done. No, that's a dick move. I should go to Larry's stream and drop the link. That's a dick thing to do. I don't want to be that guy. I mean, I do, but I'm not going to be that guy. I was one of my managers today. We chatted for a second. We chatted when we saw the trailer. Not only does Nathan Fillion have the hair, the Guy Gardner hair, but he kind of has the douchey look on him.
Yeah.
I dig it. And I saw that some people that didn't know, like, why does he look like that? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, well, blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay. Thanks. And again, some of the comic guys like, but stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Let it be, man. Just let it be. Let it be. Let's enjoy this for a while. Well, Crypto doesn't look like. Shut up. It's a real dog. At least, just be happy it's a real dog.
And he looks adorable.
He really does, though. Did you see the meme with the cat?
Yes, that's so true.
I'm looking at one right now. I'm like, fuck, I'd die. So anybody who's not isn't aware, you've been under a rock or not on your phone. The meme is if you've seen the trailer, Superman crashes and he whistles and Krypto shows up because Krypto can hear him anywhere because he's got the same hearing. Somebody said had it been a cat and Superman was like, pss, 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 Superman would have died. Because the cat would have been like, Oh, and it's fucking brilliant because it's absolutely true. 100% accurate. Oh, God. Now, I read today that Gunn had said that they're going forward and started with Supergirl.
Yeah, Gunn has this strict deal where nothing goes into production until the scripts are good. He originally,
that's what I was reading.
Yeah, he originally planned to have Supergirl go later in the number, but her script came out so good and he's so happy with it that he's moving on with that one. So that'll be the next film. It should start going into production next month.
Beautiful thing. Again, I'm all for it. Again, and not because I know anything about studios or anything, and this is just my opinion. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Love them. Like, love them. I also think the first Guardians has to be in the top 5 at least of MCU movies. It just has to be. I think. The soundtrack is number 1. The soundtrack is number 1. Like, beyond the shadow of a doubt, the soundtrack is number 1. And even though 2 wasn't the greatest, I liked 2, and visually it was dope. And at the same time, though, 3, holy shit, right?
Oh yeah, I loved all 3 of them, but I'm kind of a big James Gunn fan. Like, I love all his shit.
Look, I couldn't if he was standing next to me right now, I wouldn't know who he was, right?
Yeah,
but it can't be surprised that my favorite ones are ones that he did. That's got to be for a reason, right? So,
yeah.
Like, I love the first Guardians movie. And the disclaimer I have to add to that is that I love the Guardians comic books. Like, I was one of the 7 guys that read the Guardians of the Galaxy comic books, right? So
James Gunn does what I love, and I try to do in my own writing, is he does action and he does comedy, but he also knows how to add in heart. And he can take some of the most unlovable characters and make you just fall in love with them. And really hit you in the gut sometimes with what he does in his shows and his scripts. One reason I'm super happy for Superman is because I think he understands Superman at a level that what's his name? Zack Snyder just doesn't. I think Zack Snyder understands Batman. I think his Batman was amazing, but I don't think he gets Superman as well.
We talked about that too, and the thing is, Superman and Batman are 2 sides of the same coin, the light side and the dark side. All of DC was dark for a while, and that's just not the case. Superman can't be dark. If anything, Superman is the light. Wonder Woman's kind of gray, but it's still closer to the light side, and Batman is the dark. with Green Lantern and Flash going a little bit more lighter, Green Lantern kind of staying in that Wonder Woman kind of phase, and maybe Hawkman being a little darker and stuff like that. But he made everything the same Pantone dark, and Superman just isn't that. And I think that's why. Not that it didn't work, because I thought Man of Steel was great and Cavill was amazing, but I think it worked because Cavill is amazing.
Yeah. So I agree with that 100%. Like Cavill, and I think Cavill was a good Superman. I think he just didn't have the best movie to help showcase that. Zack Snyder was not a big believer in Clark Kent persona, and you could tell. Because even with Superman, I would joke with people. I was like, Clark Kent, like if you look at the new trailer, they got the kid in an oversized suit. He slouches, and his hair is kind of messed up and thrown together. Yeah. Cavill looked like a Calvin Klein model wearing the winter edition of Office Wear. Like, it's like there's like, it almost felt weird when Perry was calling him a nerd, and I was like, he doesn't look like no fucking nerd. His forearms are as big as your head.
That's the thing. It's kind of impossible to make Cavill look bad. Like, he was the bad guy in that Mission Impossible movie, and it was still like
such a good role for him.
It was Henry Cavill. Like, he looks. I make the joke. It's like with Team Tebow. Like, again, you're a sports guy, so hopefully this will work. Tebow was just doing a thing for college football the other day, and I'd said this a few other times. But he's standing there, and then they're talking to him, they blah blah this, and he's standing there in this suit that's obviously he's got some money, so he gets tailored suits. But you could tell that if he flexed the wrong way because of how tailored this suit is, he would explode, because he's just like this. And I'm not saying this in a bad way. He like, Jesus Christ, look at his arms. Like, oh my God. Like, you could tell how just massive he is, right? How just burly, masculine, fucking ripped, shredded fucking thing. And Cavill's the same way. Cavill, just whatever he wears, he's just jacked. There's a reason he, you look at him and you go, damn. Hemsworth too, right? But I think Cavill more.
Yeah, Cavill's the alpha nerd.
Yeah,
he's like a nerd, but he's definitely our alpha.
When he started talking about Warhammer, I'm like, fuck. Like, holy shit. Because I think it's cool to paint things, but I don't know anything about the game or the lore or anything. But I'm like, look at this fucking guy. All right, cool. But at the same time, look at the other guy that's like that. What's his face? Oh God, Joe Manganiello. Joe Manganiello's a beast, but he fucking Dungeons and Dragons. Like, we like, if anybody should be like, if Sam should get a spokesperson for all his RPG stuff, it should be Joe Manganiello, right?
Yeah.
So, goddamn.
Sam should get Joe Manganiello to be his booth babe.
I'm telling you though. It would probably work. And that's funny.
Joe, just sell this Tibby book and look pretty.
Yeah, just sit there, just Sam gets him a fucking Sinopa Publishing t-shirt, and it's just, I might have gotten a size too small. No, I'm just that big.
I said 2X, bro. 1X is fine. Squeeze into that bastard.
Just get in there. A line of girls and furries just a mile long in front of the Sinopa booth. Oh, Sam, we're giving you great ideas. Where are you? Why aren't you here? Shit. Giving you great ideas. I keep saying, I have the money. Like, I'm willing to pay somebody to help me at the tables. That's fine. I mean, I'm willing to. I don't care. But and don't cancel me, folks. Just let me, just let me have my 50-year-old man thoughts here for a second, okay? I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I could hire someone who's competent that can do sales with me and stuff like that. So I could draw him and could help me with sales. I could hire a guy and have a guy. Would I get myself a fucking Joe Manganiello type or a fucking? Sure, I would. And I have a couple friends that could do it, and I'd pay them. I don't know. I speaking of Joe Manganiello, though, I do also have a few friends that look like his ex-wife, Sofia Vergara. And they also would look dope in a Fat Guy Inc. tank top. And I bet I would sell a lot more shit. But I think I found the skew. I guess that's the wrong word, but I found the side quest. You tell me what it is. I found the extra to the meta on that though. Because my sister was dressed up. She was cosplaying. I forget what she was cosplaying, but she was fully clothed. But she was cosplaying a popular character. And my sister's in sales. She does marketing and stuff. So she's not shy at all. So she's sitting there just blah, 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 blah. And then people were just coming up. Oh my God, Amy's trying to, because I think she was Amy from Sonic. So, oh my God, Amy's trying to sell me stuff. Amy, what can I buy from you? And I'm like, fine. I don't care that they think this is your table. Fine, I don't really care. I just don't. And then you saw. She's never gonna see this shit. My other helper, was an anime Hooters girl.
Yeah.
With the Fat Guy Inc. t-shirt on, which was her choice, by the way, everybody. Not my choice. I actually said, I'd rather you didn't cosplay. Because it would be, or at least if you're going to, please cosplay casually. A wig, makeup, something that you could work in, not something that you can't even get inside the fucking booth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they both did casually, like it wasn't, they didn't wear anything. It was like, it was just clothes. It was just a character's clothes. So it was great. So it was fine. And it worked out just fine. But I was like, God damn, what are you wearing? Like, even I was like, God damn. Okay, well, it's too late now. Gotta let this dry now. Okay, this is ready. I can get this out the door. I can put.
Ooh, that's nice. That's is that a Tekken character?
Yeah, Phoenix. Paul Phoenix.
Yeah.
So we can get him out the door. I feel really good about this one. I have to let this dry a little bit more. So I got their coats for Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh,
in here's pretty much a gradient from light to dark. I mean, they're wearing black, so it's black. So we'll do that. And then I'll do a little background on that, and then that'll be done. So those two are done. What else is on this list? I inked that. I did this. I'm not going to do. What I'm going to do with this, because I like the pencils, and I kind of want to keep it a pencil drawing, but I'm going to shade it differently. I'm going to light box this and ink it, like do an inked version light box.
Yeah.
And then grayscale and color it with markers or something like that or whatever. But I'm not going to color this one. I'm going to light box this one.
Is that old Beth and Rip?
Beth and Rip.
Nice.
Okay, cool. It looks like them, so that works. You knew it was them. Cool. Yeah, I made it. Yay.
Beth especially.
Yeah, no, she's got what's her name? Kelly? Yeah, Kelly, I forget what her name, the actress' name. She's got her lips are her lips.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that picture. I don't want to draw your Pikachu. I guess I didn't get that before Christmas. Okay. Gargoyles before Christmas. Well, he hasn't emailed me, so it's okay. I got to message everybody, but I'm going to message them right after Christmas. I'm behind on a couple, but not too many. So kids, Bob can go touch grass. I'm done with those for right now. This I'm going to put away for right now. Where are we? We'll do this really fast so we can, while I get my shit together. Hmm. Hmm. Monday night, our good friend Max DeVille was in the chat.
How is Max doing?
I think he's doing well. He said he was doing good.
Good. All right. One GI robot.
Let me. Oh, you are full screen. Yay! That looks good. And again, I will put this out there to you. If you want to make these as mini prints, which it's a great idea. And whatever else you want to make as a mini print, if you need them colored, let me know.
Okay.
Because boom, boom, boom. That way you can move mini prints because you have time till April. You get 20 things just because of the rate at which you draw and the stuff that you probably already have, and a lot of the fan art stuff that you have. Other characters like the Loki. Actually, that's already colored. The Loki alligator and a bunch of other
Gator
stuff.
Loki and I'm going to start doing more, especially since I got my comic book stuff caught up now. So
the Chainsaw Man stuff that you have and things like that. Absolutely, I'd have no problem coloring those. So you can make those as mini prints. So boom, boom, boom. And again, Printivity, I have them for you. They can make 4x6s, and they're pretty fast, and they're pretty inexpensive when it comes to that.
Now, Printivity, when I was looking at them, do you do your design upload after you order?
When I'm ordering.
When you're ordering, that's part of the process.
So I'll go into the thing and then I'll set up. Okay, I need 20 copies of this. I need 10 images, 20 copies of each. 8.5 by 11 or not, whatever. 100-pound glossy paper, full bleed. Cool. Click, add to cart. Then when I go to the cart, there will be the upload thing. Okay, upload your images, and then I'll upload my images there. Okay. And then when I upload my images and send the order and pay for the order, and they say within 24 hours, but it's usually a lot sooner than that. They'll send you a digital proof, and they'll tell you, this wasn't formatted right. This color is going to do this. This color is going to do that. We might have to resize this all on your digital proof, and you can approve or deny whatever. And they also have each person that's doing your digital proof. When they send it to you, they'll send you their direct telephone number, like at Printivity. So you can call them and be like, and they're on your coast. So you can call them. They're Pacific time. So you can call them and be like, hey, blah, 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 blah. And their customer service is ridiculously good. So
all right.
That's why I love them. They're easy to work with. They're fast. Their prices are competitive, if not really inexpensive. Excuse me. Their quality is really good. I just forgot what I was doing. I was going to draw something, and I don't know what I was going to do. Shit, I hate it when that happens. So wait, in the meantime, I got to show you what I found in the attic. I didn't realize I still had this. It was in a book. So I brought it down. I'm going to frame it. I had gotten this at, I guess I'm going to say Anime NYC a couple years ago, but it was when the Pokemon game Sun and Moon came out. Oh, I'm not even on the screen. Haha.
Yeah, I was about to tell you, yeah.
Come on, buddy. There you go. So I got.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
So I got a folder for that. It's got a map of the games, I guess, in the back. That's pretty cool. So I was like, oh wow, I gotta do something with that. Oh god, why does that hurt? I know what I'm gonna do. I remembered what I was doing. I'm going to ink this whole thing so that I can scan awesome. It and then get it onto the computer and then color in the computer. I just need to find one more thing before I do that. Fabulous. I have found it. There we go. Okay. This will be easy. Just scratch my finger a little bit. Find out what I put on my ink. I hate myself. Excuse me, one. I mean, I'm not leaving, but
oh yeah, no worries. I'm just looking up some reference pictures for my next little drawing. I'm gonna start here.
Oh my god, you use reference? How dare you? How could you? Oh my god. It's so terrible. You have any integrity left?
I used to think like that, but it's like if you don't, now I'm like, hey, if you're not using at least some kind of reference, you're dumb.
Like, how the fuck am I supposed to know how this person looks? Like,
yeah.
Like, seriously though, how? What? I mean, I'm not supposed to what? Stop it.
What do you mean I'm supposed to memorize what street lamps look like? I just can't look one up.
just to get an idea. I mean, shit. How dare I not know what a Studebaker looks like? How fucking dare I? Maybe if I'm going to look for something, I should put on my glasses.
All right.
I'm glad the Bluetooth is working because the wired setup is pissing me off.
No, it's working good.
Yay! I cleaned and moved stuff around in here. Now I don't know where I put my inking stuff. And I don't know how I did that. How the fuck did I do that? Okay, cool. Yeah, I found everything. I just put it someplace else. Oh, and there's the ink. Yay! We're gonna do this. Let's do this. We're gonna. He's gonna knock that over. Okay. Water, napkin. Using black velvet, waterproof India ink. I should have prepared a little bit better. I would have liked to have left it out for a couple hours before I started using it. And then it gets a little thicker. But here we are. Did you know?
Yep.
I'm trying to put things away before I start using new things. Because if you don't do that, you make a mess. And you got art supplies everywhere. Yay, art supplies everywhere. And we don't want to do that. This is the first page. Excellente. We have a scrap page there. Excellente. Start with this nib. We have a napkin. We have a sock. We can put the water up here. It'll be okay up there. I don't have anybody. I hope we'll go over here really fast. Quick, quick. I was in. Let's. I have a question as I get started,
sir.
And it's not a Sick and Joe question. It's a streaming general blah blah blah. I know nothing. I know we have the ability to, but I know nothing about streaming on Twitter.
Oh yeah,
I've seen a lot of. I know that on StreamYard I could set it up and do it, and I would maybe not be able to stream someplace else because I can only stream to 3 places. So maybe I wouldn't stream to Facebook, but I don't know.
I streamed one time to Twitter when I was doing to Twitter when I was doing a couple other places because I used to have the paid for the second tier, but when doubled their prices, I stopped paying for it. So now I just have the free one. And I don't know, their interface is not great for their comments and for any of that stuff. It's not a great interface. They need to work on that.
I will say I mean, maybe it's too late because, whatever. I have friends that stream their Twitch to their TikTok.
Yeah.
There's a way to do that. And she gave me the directions on how to do it. If you want me to pass them along to you.
Okay.
So you could do this, like what we're doing right now, and have it also be on TikTok.
Okay, interesting.
Right?
I tried to do. I downloaded to my computer. I got to my computer the TikTok Studio, and it said on there that you need to have 10,000 followers to stream from PC through the TikTok Studio. And I was like, well, I'm not even close to that shit.
I don't know if that's changed since I got those directions. Or that I know they both do have over 10,000. So maybe yes. I don't know. I don't have a direct answer to that.
And by the sounds of it, we might not have TikTok after the 19th of January. So I've been keeping an eye on it. Right now, it's not looking good for TikTok. So TikTok might not be an option after January 19th.
Well, whatever comes to replace it. I know we could go live to Instagram, but that's weird too. Have you seen? Obviously, you have some of the inane questions that some of these out of touch government people are asking about TikTok.
Oh yeah, it's so silly.
It was a lot of. I know people give him shit, but it was a lot of the stuff that Zuckerberg was having to fight off, but that he was able to fight off and save Facebook. But it's like, well, can they do a retina scan to get your digital footprint when you're doing a filter? Like, no, it just needs to know where your eyes are. But that's a retina scan, right? So and the guy's just sitting there. You see the look on the guy's face, and he's like, "You just want me to say what you're saying, but you're asking a question like, what?
Have you ever even seen a TikTok?
My favorite was they asked Zuckerberg. They all this stuff is like, well, Mr. Zuckerberg, if you're not doing this and you're not doing this, how does your platform make all this money? Could you answer that simply? And he just looked at them with this smug look on his face, and you could tell in his head he's going, "Don't be a dick, don't be a dick, don't be a dick, don't be a dick, Senator, don't be a dick, don't be a dick. We run ads." As much as people want to be like, "Oh, I hate Zuckerberg," this, that, the other thing. You didn't feel for him, but you were like, "Attaboy, Zuck, attaboy," because that was stupid. Oh yeah, can you guys go through my phone while I'm on your app and send messages to WhatsApp through my phone? What? You know what I just said. That doesn't work, sir. What? So out of touch. And look, I get it, but Jesus Christ. Here's you have okay. Fine, maybe the senator is out of touch. Age gap. Okay, I get it. They don't understand this technological shit. I don't either. Fine. You know what I do when I don't understand it? Ask somebody that does.
Yeah.
And these people have staffs that they pay. They have staff. Talk to your staff, bro. Like, stop that. You sound like a jackass, right? I mean, maybe that's what you want, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, as if they work the TikTok thing out, I'm gonna start heavily using it again because I was actually building pretty decent audience on there.
Yeah, that's why I asked you.
It sucks too because TikTok was so far the most organic one I've used yet.
Yeah, you were rocking and rolling with it.
I still have like 1,050 followers, and I'll first the year once I find out more about what's going on with TikTok, I'll start rocking it again if it's worth it. If not, I'm looking at to possible. I don't know whatever else I'm going to stream to. Probably stream to. I might try Twitter out a little bit more, but I don't really want to buy ads and pay to get people to see me. But I might do it. But I'm going to do that on Facebook if I do it at all.
It's the weirdest thing to get people to click the link to see where your stuff is.
Yeah.
I do think they work together. So what? Because Meta, Instagram's good for that, for people to click links. Yeah. I'm about to do a click link ad buy for my show coming up soon, for Indie Art Show, to promote that.
Yeah, Twitter just came out and gave out their new algo, how their algorithm's working, because they're trying to get more quality posts pushed through. And one of the big things that'll get you slowed down there that they said was posting links outside of Twitter. And I get it. But at the same time, though, it's like, you guys, unless you're going to offer me a storefront and a good streaming platform, if you guys don't offer that, then why are you hindering my business on if I say, hey, go check out my YouTube or go check out my Teespring? It's like I'm seeing ads for Teespring on Twitter, but if I put my link to Teespring in Twitter, then they're going to slow down my ad reach or my post reach. And it's like, guys, we can't have both. We need to figure this out. Like, I'm surprised X doesn't have a marketplace where you can
that's got to be a thing soon, I'm sure. At least you would think, right?
Yeah, I mean, TikTok has a whole shop.
I've bought shit off TikTok. My cart is full of shit. I mean, I'm not buying everything in one shot, but I got the water flosser.
Oh yeah,
it's phenomenal. I almost got the Squidward tapestry, but I'm like, no, I don't need that. The Pokemon neon sign, yeah, that's in my cart. I got to figure that. That might be a gift to myself. What did the Starbucks and the McDonald's little fucking side bag thing? Yeah, I got those. I'm not ashamed of it. I love the TikTok shop. No shame there. I'm not gonna lie, I feel weird inking this in front of you. He's like, no, don't fuck up.
Oh, that's gonna look so cool when it's done.
I told you the inspiration for it, right?
Yeah, you showed me the The picture. It was I want to say it was Samurai Champloo.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's a wraparound Samurai Champloo cover. Obviously, I almost said something terrible. I Sig and Joed it. Jesus Christ. I'm just trying to get myself thrown off the fucking air. Oh.
So here you guys both canceled.
Right? Today we're just grinding hours on the Twitch. YouTube is turning into my storage locker for videos. I had no motion whatsoever on YouTube, and it's like whatever. I was telling Larry though, and I haven't really spoken to him. Maybe if we do an offer later, he should be gaming over here.
Is the gaming better over here?
Twitch was made for gaming.
Yeah.
So when he's like, let's say you're playing Marvel Rivals, once you use that hashtag, people will come and watch.
Yeah.
You'll get more people over here watching it. And it's a little, even just affiliate, it's a little easier to get to affiliate on Twitch than because again, my YouTube is different. And don't get me wrong, our buddy Larry, Niobe Comics, is really good at building a YouTube.
Well, he's monetized on there now.
Right. It's even but you can get to affiliate and be semi-monetized like me pretty easily here.
Well, keep his short videos going good on YouTube because that's where the real money and traffic's at, and then do the live stream gaming on Twitch where it's essentially made for it, like you're saying.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The gaming, like the regular show, don't change a thing, right?
Yeah.
But gaming, that's one of the goals, and that's a good segue. That's one of the goals for 2025. Also, upgrading my camera and my microphone setup, but also once getting a new desktop, whether it be a Mac or whatever, so I could run OBS and get a capture card. So I want to start gaming a little bit here too, just for shits and giggles. I think it'd be fun. And then also the YouTube channel, we were just talking about the YouTube channel. My goal for that, I'm not getting rid of it, but we're going to start doing more different things over there. I maybe want to start doing maybe talk show type stuff over there.
Yeah.
So we'll see. That's kind of where I'm leaning in regards to all of this. No, we're okay. Luckily, that's not the time. I got a little squirrely with the sword there. I can fix it when I try. I can fix it. There's techniques. We got techniques we can use. We can do stuff. Who are you drawing next?
Weasel.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah. There. You go. Damn it. I can put something. You gotta. I have to. We have to fix that and fix these. Sword. When it dries, ooh, my ankle made a noise.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. Yay. And that's just a bend on the brush. Okay. This was a little bit. We'll move this over a little bit so we can get up there. We'll do that later. In here.
It's the thing about inking is that you don't talk that much because you have to concentrate.
It's funny. What the hell? Simon, I forget his last name. Does Nikolai Dante works for does a lot of 2000 AD stuff. It'll come to me, or I'll look it up. He was saying how inking is like roller skating. You really don't think, you're just doing it.
Yeah.
It's just your body, it's your muscles. Once you get it down, it's just your muscle memory. I got like, I can usually bullshit and talk and stuff. But the problem with me is Simon Fraser. That's who it was. I had to look it up. The problem with me, not the problem, it's not a problem, excuse me. Right now, I'm deadly silent because these aren't my characters. So, like, if I was just inking away, like, on something of mine or some Batman or fan art stuff, I'd be chat. That looks really good. That looks just like him, Warren.
Oh, thank you.
So, these aren't my characters, Warren. These are your characters. So I'm like, don't fuck this up. I mean, again, I'm really inking so I can have some dark lines that I can scan in and then work it digitally. So it's really, oh my God, it's not that big a deal. But at the same time, I'd still like to do a good job because I'm probably sending this at least to you. I mean, you're paying me, so I might as well send it to you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying you might as well get something for what you're paying, right? Now, is that just pencils or are you inking?
I just got done my first pass of inks.
What are you using?
I'm using Copic multiliners, and I also have a couple sets of microns. So I just have like a whole coffee cup, well, 2 coffee cups full of different kinds of liner pens of different sizes of Copic and Straddler and Micron, just a whole toolbox full of different kinds of stuff that I picked up.
Seriously, don't even get me started on how many of these fucking liners I have. That's why I wanted to do the dip pen for this and the brush here, just because I wanted to do something different. This black is a little bit more, it's black. It's really opaque, which will give me a good scan.
Yeah, I'll use a 5.5, and I'll do the first set of lines. Then I'll erase away the pencils, and then I go in with an 8 and a 1 and kind of thicken up where I need to.
The Staedtlers, they have a chisel, and one of the brands I use has a bullet, like a nib, and it's fucking fantastic for that. I love the Tech pens, and they're great, and I'll never stop using them. They're fantastic. But dipping a pen in ink has been my old school is my thing. That's how I, that's how I throw down with this stuff. It just is. So
I've always been fascinated by that. We never really had the places where that stuff was easily to get to where I live at. Okay. I mean, I can get it now, but I haven't played around with it yet.
Well, here's your not done whatsoever, but I'm just letting it dry a little bit. So you can get a look.
Sweet.
Let me real quick. Here we go. So you can get.
Hell yeah.
See, I still got a bunch of shit up there. This stuff, I have some scalpels. I'll I'll tear into the paper and get it clicked out.
Oh yeah.
That's going to go down a little bit more, and then if I'm correct, yeah, we're gonna. I'm actually going to go do the. I'm going to do the thing right now, really quick. Hold on. Yeah, we're going to do the thing right now. This is going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy, kids. Everybody hold on. This is going to be a little nutty. Whatever.
There you are.
Do I have the double screen up? Because I can't. I'm not even looking.
Yes, you do. What time is it? Okay. I got to get up kind of early tomorrow because I'm going to my nephew's wrestling match.
Oh, cool. Yeah, don't let me keep you. I'll try to get this part done so you can kind of see what the my whole excitement was about. Yes. That's not a big brush. Why aren't you a big brush?
Oh, I was going to tell you too on that the new Twitter or X algorithm. I guess tagging people is no good anymore, and hashtags is no good anymore.
When did that come out? Because I've been hashtagging the shit on Twitter.
That came out last week.
Weird.
Yeah, I actually left a comment on Elon's post where I was like, so is the only way to get a post seen now just pay to get it boosted? Like you guys are just taking away all of the stuff that we had to boost this stuff that now we can't share it. We can't share outside links. You know, they say using like aggressive language will get your post throttled, but I don't see that working much because pretty much everything on Twitter, or like 90% of Twitter, is aggressive language. So I'm not sure how strong this stuff is, but this has been Elon sharing this stuff.
He's been sharing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Again, I know you're familiar with the image, so now you can kind of see what I had.
Yeah.
What's going on the outline.
Looking cool.
Outline. Ooh! I almost spilled water everywhere, but I didn't. I'm rather pleased that I didn't. Alrighty then. I got it. That's kind of the way I wanted it to look. I'll give you. I got to let this dry before I go crazy.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So that kind of gives now the real push to the we're going in. Obviously, they'll get their normal coloring. The squid thing will get its normal coloring, and then this will stay white in here, but then these will be like a red or lighter, maybe a green actually. So I can because this will be like that salmon color, so a green color will be better, and that'll be how that works out with these guys.
Yeah, and for like U-Turn's clothes and like Amanda's clothes and stuff, you can have fun with that. Just keep Amanda with white, whitish hair.
Yeah. And he's orange, right?
Which he's his shirt could be anything you want, but he's human,
hair.
So hair's orange.
Yeah, that's what I'm cool.
Yeah.
So now we can go to the easy page. The easy see it that now did I do this right? Does this match up? What kind of matches? I got to get this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. I want to full screen myself again for a second so you can see what we're talking about here. So then that happens. See what I mean?
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
I had to number everything so I don't. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, this is wet as shit right now. So. Equal time. Yeah, this part's gonna be fun. First, we ink the squid. That. Let us find where the other things are.
Yeah. I think that's as far as I'm going to go with Weasel tonight.
Cool.
But thanks for having me on, man.
Thanks for coming on.
Take off so quick, but
I understand. It's all gravy. Please show off. I got you full screen, so if you have a card or the artwork or anything, or tell everybody where they can find you and your wonderful toys.
You can find me at anywhere on social media. Just search Lunchbox Warren. Right now, I'm working on transferring everything over to a new Facebook. I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all of those, and any one of those you'll find my Linktree link on there. And yeah, you can find Adventures of Sig and Joe. Issue 1 is now available on Global Comics under digital. And if you get a hold of me through Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, I can send you a physical copy of issue 1. Issue 2 will be out in the first of the year. Issue 3 will be available a couple months afterwards. And yeah, just look me up there at Lunchbox Warren for all of your gray, dark, or black and white or gray toned work.
Yay. Thank you for coming on, brother. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me, man. And you have yourself a good night, man.
You too, man.
Peace.
And there he goes. So I'm inking the cover for issue 2 of his book, and I'm going to be working on that. I'm still here, kids. I'm just typing something. I'm sorry. I got a little distracted. I apologize. Presidential vote. Ask, just please ask. Take a look where we are here. We're still there. So I was getting I don't know what I was getting. What the fuck is that? Oh. Sorry, I got distracted by a video of Eva Longoria in not a lot of clothes. Sorry. Whoopsies. And we'll clip that. And we'll clip. Rah, 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 rah. I'd like to get a few more hours into this. Now, these are the shapes. I'm just doing shapes for the tentacles here, the suckers. I know that's not the right word, but that's what we're calling them. We're calling them the suckers. And because I am going to take this in and ink it digitally again, and I'm going to do all the detail and the grimy work digitally for it, because I'd rather do all that graphic design work myself than send in the actual drawing and have somebody else do all the graphic design to my stuff and then have it not look like the way I wanted it to. So I'd rather do all the graphic design stuff myself. That's just a personal thing there. So that's just how I feel about that. Then I got to take the original page and line it up, make sure I'm lined up. And I'm lined up. Cool. We got a little splashy of ink. That's the main cover. Trade dress will go somewhere around there, I think. I can make it smaller once I get it. That's the other thing I can do digitally. I can bring it down So it's where it needs to be. Let's see, I don't know if that's going to be. So, yeah. That just scared the living shit out of me. How you doing, Tig? Scared the living shit out of me. Like I said before, had I realized I was going to ink like this today, I would have left it the ink out a little bit more, so it would have been a little bit chunkier. When I say that, just a lot of tentacles going on over here. We're getting that. We're going. Then we'll get to the suckers. Again, I know that's not the right word. Because I want to get to. I also want to get to these straight lines in here too. Those are important. They're part of the composition. Damn it. Okay, so we gotta. That doesn't go there. See how I already fucked up. That wasn't straight as all. That kind of goes where it needs to go. Then I'll come back and do all the sucker parts. But for right now, here. And get all of this stuff done. So that's going to be part of the thing. Again, I have to look at the other side. Perfect. Yeah, I'll figure that out. Okay, that's fine. No problem. So we got that pretty much where I want it. I don't know where to put this so I don't ruin it. I don't know where the cat went. Cat's around here somewhere. Okay. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here. Get all stupid. That's not important. That's not important. What is important, kids? Let's see. Well, let's get this ink, this wet ink stuff out of the way first. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get the actual wet ink out of the way. Watercolor, I can put it here where it goes. Put everything back where it goes. Up there so it doesn't make a mess. Let's see. Again, I said I'm going to light box Beth and Rip, and then it doesn't look too much like it's close enough. Beth looking like Beth makes it more like So we already did these guys, so these guys are done. I should color this. I'm not going to color this. Oh, I should finish that. I should finish this. What I should do. Not drip, really. Takes it home. What the plan is for this is I'm going to come in with a white pencil and some white paint markers to make the details. And that'll make it look dope. Because this ink is very good for that. Why I like using it. It allows me to be multimedia. Multimedia is good. That's okay. Bro, what are you doing? My cat's like scratching the back of the chair that I'm sitting on, and it's freaking me out. And once we do this too, I'll come back with a marker and do outlines and a lot of the stuff in the details in their jackets and things like that. So this is probably half done to 60% done. There's a whole lot of outlines, the background, shading in the skin, shading in the jackets, which is cool. Now the Paul Phoenix, which I'm going to show you guys again in a second, that's done. But I had already done all the detail work on that. So that nice and dark. Although, no, that's fine. There'll be a little detail here. Hi, Cat. Dude, you got. He jumps on me. He's mad at me. 1 second, folks. I have a problem here. Gato, how you doing? Oh, hello, kitty cat. I have my kitty cat. I can't show him on screen right now. But we'll do that so you guys can see that. You should get the kitty cat. Oh, hello, kitty cat. Oh, what a good kitty cat. What a good kitty cat. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you're hungry, aren't you? Aren't you? You're hungry. Kitty cat's hungry because I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. The kitty cat's hungry. Are you hungry? You a little hungry? She's a good boy. Oh, you're a good kitty cat. You're a good tigger. Yes, you are. Yes, you are a good tigger. Yes, you are. You're a good kitty. Good tig. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. No, not a good boy anymore? Oh, okay. He decided he wasn't a good boy anymore. So he's done with me and my bullshit. We're going to turn Jay over. It's way too late to message somebody now. I got to set an alarm for tomorrow. To remind me to send a progress picture to the person who commissioned this. Now, I know it looks a little gray and a little washed out there. I want that. So, okay, cool. We got to let that dry now. We got to let it dry. Gotta let it dry. Where is Mr. Phoenix now? There is Mr. Phoenix. Mr. Phoenix is done, but have some fun. There's little things. Little things. Just to really get the drama going in these lines. I really want the drama in these lines. You know, I really want drama. I want these lines to be just dramatic. I know I said this piece was done, and it is. It is. I want these lines to be extra dramatic. And yeah, that's it. They needed that. They needed that. It needed to be extra dramatic. Now that's wet. Now I can't put that down anywhere. Okay. This down here. Come back to this really fast. Okay. Last thing we're going to do, you're going to fix some of these smudgies. So you can see the smudgies there. I'm taking a scalpel. And again, I'm scanning this, so it's okay. So I'm going to take this. I'm coming, cat. And I'm just trying to scratch off the ink and maybe the top layer of paper without cutting the paper. And there it is. And that's kind of cool. And the same difference over here. So let's close this back up. I had a white paint marker that I'm just going to use to fix that and to come over here. I just don't know where it is right now. So I'm not going to worry about it right now. I have a white paint marker that can fix that. So you can see the smudge there. This is, you can barely, unless you know it's there, it's barely there. These are kind of close. So now let's get a, it's going to match up. I got to put it on a big table to match it up, but it's going to match up just fine. And then we could scan these now, but I want to just get that stuff done. So it's basically, these are going to be the layouts, and it's going to tell me what's next. And then I'm going to ink everything in Procreate on the tablet, and then we'll take it from there. These are dry. Cool. I don't need to do another huge pass on these because it is what it is with these. You know what, kids? It is 3 a.m. here in New York. I'm going to call it quits. Thank y'all so much. Y'all the best. Warren Brown, thank you for being here. Lunchbox Warren, hope you have a great day. I will see you guys again Christmas Day. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I'm going to try to come back tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Talk to y'all later. Appreciate y'all.